second and a half on there, so you can't really tell. You might try to throw the full court pass like the Russians did in the Olympics.
You know, I saw that one time I was broadcasting for Southern Illinois. I was watching a ball game in the NCAA tournament out in, I think it was in Omaha or Oklahoma City, I forgot which. When Marquette, they had that very controversial call against Kansas State. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Is that the year they won it all?
No, that's the year that
let them keep going, didn't it?
Marquette went on and took it off for Al McGuire.
That's right.
I saw that ball game. It was a beautiful tournament out there.
Yeah.
If you're one of these Flora fans, you're hoping that doesn't happen.
Really? They probably look for Chitty or Horner.
That's it. We're going to go overtime. They didn't get the shot off. So at the end of regulation time, the score is Salem 58 and Flora 58. We will have a 3-minute overtime period to determine whether, first of all, Flora remains undefeated or whether Salem will pull off the upset of this NEC season.
They're playing about the same way they did the last time they played. It was so equal. They had to go into overtime to determine it.
Let's take a look at some of the stats we have here. At the end of regulation time, Tim Carter and Mike Chitty each has 19 points. So they have 38 of the 58 points scored by Salem.
You have your inside-outside game. Carter outside, Chitty inside. You sag back, Carter hurts you. You go out on Carter and throw it in, Chitty hurts you.
Tim Locum is high point man with 21 points for Flora. It drops back to Mark Stanley with 12. All right, we're ready to go for the tip in the overtime. And Petey Highsmith is ready to chunk it up.
It's been an excellent game.
Sure has, Larry, and certainly have appreciated your helping us with the telecast tonight and coming in with some of the things that you have seen as a coach that most of us would not have seen. There's the tip controlled by Flora, almost lost, but they get it out to Gregor, and he passes it back to Locum. And he hands it gingerly to Gregor. Locum looking inside. There's nothing there. Over to Stanley. Top of the key. There's Locum. He got it.
21 feet away.
And 23 points for Locum. It's 60 to 58 in favor of Flora. Salem brings it up. Crosses midcourt. There's Carter. No. Rebound underneath. Blocked by Chitty. It's a jump ball. And it was a beautiful block.
Excellent jump. All hand and all ball.
Let's look at it. See if it appeared the way we saw it. Up. There it is. It's all ball.
Locum had all ball. Okay, 6-4 against 6-7.
And 6-7 wins. Salem trailing by 2. 2:15 left in overtime. 60 to 58 the score. A good, well-played ball game.
They're going to go with their money, man.
Double team. Shot is up. Spins out. No good. Rebounded by Stanley for Flora. Now, what's Welch going to do? Take the air out of it with 1:57 left?
I imagine they'll just run their passing game again, and if they get the good inside shot in the paint, probably won't take any 15 or 18 footers. Well, what do I know?
Shot up by Locum is no good. Blocked out very nicely by Horner, and here comes Salem. Probably not a good choice for a shot.
Might have worked a little more clock off. We're going inside.
Oh, and Chitty loses it and gets it back. Into the corner. Shot is up. No. Rebound comes back to Gregor as Andrew's shot would not drop. 1:20 left in the overtime.
That's about
Flora by 2.
That's about the first time tonight I can remember they've missed 2 consecutive outside shots.
Now they begin to work the clock a little bit more, does Flora's Wolves. That's Gregor. Doesn't shoot. Bounces over to Stanley. To Lieb. To Locum. To Gregor. He's going to drive. Loses it underneath. with 57 seconds on the clock. Gregor lost the drive.
Went down too far that time, and they got double teamed down there. Had to bounce pass, but somebody picked it off.
47 seconds in this first overtime. That's Chitty playing outside. Now he goes down, but does not post up.
What you want to guard against here, you don't want any three-point plays.
They're going to go for one shot, apparently. 30 seconds. There's the long shot. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Flora. Tim Locum to Gregor.
That was a long shot in that situation.
20 seconds. Everybody's starting to stand up now. And a foul against number 10, Tim Carter, and it'll send Locum to the line.
That thing about,
let's take a look at that one, Larry. Well, we got an official in the way. That's Locum.
Locum's got the ball, no question.
There it is, across the upper arm.
Of course, they got to kill the clock. Now they got to get the ball back. That last shot was pretty far out. Seemed like, with what, 24, 25 seconds.
Clock shows now 18 seconds, and if Locum can put both of these down, let's see what happens. He gets one of them. 24 for Tim. Terrific.
That's why you like to play at home. You got the crowd behind you. It's a tight game. Salem, I think, missed their last 3 shots in a row.
And it's a 4-point game. 15 seconds left. They get it inside to Chitty. Turnaround jumper is good. It's back down to 2, and there's a whistle, and we've got a timeout call. That gives Chitty 21 points tonight.
Timeout, Salem.
Timeout called by Salem. There's the story on the clock. The home team, Flora, 62. Salem, 60. It'll be Flora's ball, and 10 seconds left on the clock.
It's almost similar to the Carmi game again. We had a 1-point lead. Carmi was pressing us for the ball. There was 7 seconds left, I think. And they intercepted the ball, but then lost it again and fouled Dave Gish. And then Dave Gish missed the free throw. And Winters had the ball, brought it across the half line, and shot. And he made the shot, but it's after the buzzer. So again,
quite a rumpus over that, didn't they?
That was quite a game. That was one of the better basketball games you'd want to watch.
I thought the ball game tonight by Highsmith and Pullen has been very well officiated.
I've been sitting here watching it with you, and I haven't even hardly noticed the refs.
And that's the sign of a well officiated ball game.
If you don't even notice they're out there, they're usually doing a pretty good job. Usually the fouls they've called haven't really been too picky of fouls. They've been pretty good fouls.
Well, 10 seconds, and they're going to have Locum inbound.
Usually on this formation, we usually send one guy deep, one guy in the middle, and a couple of guys come up after the ball. Of course, the important thing, you got to get the first pass in.
And they do have it in. And they've got it to Stanley, and way down there all by himself, he goes up for the shot. He's fouled. 6 seconds on the clock, and that'll send Lieb to the line, but he better make one of them.
Got to have one. As a coach, you always want him to foul before too much time runs off, but sometimes that doesn't happen. That was a good foul. I think Chitty? Horner fouled. He only lost 4 seconds.
It's a 2-shot foul, though. It is not 1-and-1. But he has to put one of them down.
Stanley shooting. I thought they fouled Lee there in the basket.
I did too, but
they must have fouled him at the half line when he threw the ball.
Well, there's no doubt about that one. Yeah, he must have been fouled away from the ball.
Yeah, because he threw the ball to Lee, and then I thought they fouled Lee there in the basket.
The only thing I can think of, the contact was made before the contact was made under the basket, and so the first foul, of course, took precedence.
That must have been.
All right, it's 63-60 with 6 seconds on the clock, and the Flora fans, hopefully, from their point of view, not too soon, are beginning to chant that they've got the ball game in the bag. But we'll see.
This is Flora is an excellent ball team in that you have to have an excellent team to win so many close games. You win your overtime games, your double overtime games, your 1-pointers, your 2-pointers. It's not only luck, it has a lot to do with talent and ability.
And poise.
Poise, that's true. And I know Salem, Jim has to feel bad because the last couple of years, I know they've lost several close games that could have went either way. And he's had a minute right down the stretch, but, you know, just an eyelash of difference between winning and losing.
All right, Stanley at the line, and he could just put it away with this one.
If he makes this one, all we got to do is just get out of the way and let him score.
It's up. It's no good. Rebound. Here comes Salem. Let him shoot.
Don't want a three-point
It's in the
foul.
air. It's good from the side, and the ball game is over. Carter hit it from the side. The final score, Flora 63 and Salem 62.